Welcome back, everybody. We've been waiting as patiently as possible for the next batch of Hailey Dean Mysteries because that always means return visits from our next two guests here to tell us all about their latest Death on Duty, premiering this Sunday night at 9/8 Central on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. Please welcome back our good friends Kellie Martin and Nancy Grace. Welcome back, guys.
Good friends.
So good.
It's true.
Always.
We love having you. We love these movies. Kellie and I, we go back to Christmas Ornament. We've worked together before, so it's a big thing here. We're very happy.
I know.
I am in particular. Let's talk about Death on Duty. The duty on Death on Duty refers to the military in this particular case, right? In particular, the Marines. So tell us a little bit of how the Marines fits into the storyline.
We end up learning that Fincher is a Marine and a lot more about his backstory, and what ends up happening is a former Marine, like brother of his, ends up winds
Anybody
up
that's
dead.
around Hailey Dean drops like flies. I don't blame Fincher. I blame her.
At some point, people are going to start
It's me.
investigating Hailey Dean.
You're gonna have no friends left.
You know, that might be the big payoff in the whole cycle of mysteries. No, that's not very Hallmark, right? That's more HBO.
Yeah, but I also know that this script in particular hits close to home for both of you because you both have had family members that have served in our military. I know your father, Nancy.
My father came from a really dirt poor area. It was Hailey, Alabama. It's an Indian name. And when you drive through, you pass it just like that. He got a basketball scholarship, 4-year basketball scholarship. There he is on the right, first on the right.
Wow.
Starter varsity. And he went and lied about his age to get into the Navy and serve his country.
Oh, my goodness.
Turned down, that's why we were the first generation college.
Wow, Nancy, what a story. That just
That's
gave me
a
I know, I
great
think I'm going to
story.
cry.
Oh, my gosh, what a hero your dad is.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I know your grandfather served as
Both of my
well.
grandfathers served, and I actually, when we were talking about this interview, I asked my mom about my grandfather, Melvin Jett, who served in the Army, and he saw a lot of action in the Philippines, Hawaii, and New Guinea, and that's him right there. And he ended up, he's so handsome, he ended up getting malaria, and he had to be discharged. But anyway,
That's
he got
crazy,
3 Bronze Stars, and was actually, he was going to be given the Purple Star, but he didn't take it, Purple Heart, but he didn't take it because he didn't want his parents to know that he got wounded. Anyway, he got malaria, was sent home, and on the ship home, he found out the war was over. So he wasn't able to celebrate that with the people he was just fighting with. Wow. So he was literally on the boat, and he was 118 pounds when he was discharged. So he barely made it. I wouldn't be here if he didn't
Incredible
pull
stories
through.
and incredible connections to the military. Thank you for sharing, both of you.
Honestly, wow.
I'm so proud. And that's something we have in common. I'm just so proud.
And I'm glad that we addressed that in this episode of Hailey Dean.
Absolutely.
We can talk about it. And it really informs the character of Fincher, and you really just kind of see him in a new light knowing that he's a Marine.
For sure. Yeah. Another layer.
Let's talk more about the movie in particular. Nancy's cameo again. She comes up there. We keep seeing Nancy pop in.
This is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites.
Is it? Okay, so here's the
I
thing.
shouldn't have worn that puffy.
No,
Well,
it's
hold
good,
on a
it's
minute
good.
now. It's a food truck. You start working at a food. You're in a food truck in this particular scene.
My
But here's
dream
what-
come true.
Here's what I love about this too, because I've worked with Kellie. We did a movie together, and I know she always comes to set
But were
super
you
prepared.
serving her pulled
No, I
pork
wasn't.
sandwiches?
But I know that she doesn't bother memorizing her lines for your scenes because it's just always in flux. It's always changing.
It's
Is
like
that the
working
case?
for Aaron Sorkin. She hands you your dialogue. I'm like, okay, I guess this is what I'm saying. But like when I worked with Cameron, like I knew my lines backwards and forwards.
Of course.
But with Nancy, you got to kind of just go with it on the fly. And then even though she gives you your lines, we get to set and she just throws them out the window sometimes.
Oh,
and you just
boy.
have to improvise.
That's fun.
Which in the moment, Kellie,
Absolutely.
in the moment.
See, I've been doing this 36 years. She's still teaching me.
Present in the moment.
Yes, and I am. And we
Things
are
change.
in the
Yeah.
food truck scene.
Well, I would like to show everyone that present in the moment scene.
Yeah. See how it came
Really,
together.
just went off script. Take a look.
Oh, we'd like to place an order.
You two can read, correct? See? Sorry, we're on a break.
Did George sell the truck?
He's having his tonsils removed. I'm filling in right after my break.
Well, could you do one order really, really fast, please?
You're not going to give up, are you? Okay, what do you want? What'll it be?
What do you recommend?
Okay, read off the menu. I recommend you order from there. You know what? Let me make it easy for you too. How about pulled pork, right? A plain pig. It's meat on a bun. People love it.
I'm gonna go with the bacon burger.
Out of bacon,
Chili cheese dog?
out of chili, out of cheese.
Add a dog. Sorry.
You know what? We'll just take 2 of whatever you want to give us.
2 plain pigs. You'll love
There
it.
you go.
Thank you. I'll keep the tip. Here you go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
That has to be fun.
It's so fun.
Because it's like doing improv. You just
Yeah.
have to say yes and go with what the other person's saying.
We do. It's a
I wonder why you kept looking at me like that.
I know. No, it's just a good time when she comes to set. And really, I think it's so fun for the viewers. I don't think really any other show does this, have Nancy Grace play different characters in every episode. Like that is rare. Like that's our thing. Like that's our thing.
Always
That's a
somebody
good thing.
so obnoxious. Remember the rude secretary? The rude.
Why is
yeah.
that, Nancy? What's that
I
about?
don't know. I try to go off character.
Yeah.
You know,
You want to stretch. You want to stretch your acting
I
abilities.
think the best role to date that either one of you have had is being mom. I can safely say that is your favorite role because I know
Most
you
exhausting
both.
role.
Yeah, most exhausting, but most rewarding at the same time.
Absolutely.
Now, as much as the 2 of you love each other, you're very similar because you have big hearts, but I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say that your parenting style is probably a little bit different.
I think we're a little different, aren't we?
Possibly.
Possibly.
I'm not committing.
Yeah.
I take the 5th. What do you mean by different?
I feel like we get into discussions always in the hair and makeup trailer, and the last discussion we got into ended up
She
being.
started it.
I don't remember how it started,
You
but
did.
basically it boils down to when I was pregnant, when my daughter was 9 years
I was
old.
pregnant. That's how so many stories start.
My daughter said, "I want to know how that baby got in there," and I know that the doctor
right
didn't
then,
put it
I
in
would
there.
have said, "What baby?"
So I, of course, told Nancy how I dealt with it. I realized I was in over my head and I needed a book.
Oh, no.
Because I was like, I don't know how to deal with this. And Nancy said, well, you just tell them it's from God. And I was like,
Well,
I don't think that's going to satisfy my 9-year-old.
Wait a minute. I told the absolute truth. God did it. And at my age, when I gave birth to twins, that was a miracle. And I would like to also point out that going into delivery, I was playing, oh, look, there they are.
There they are.
And when I was going into delivery, I was going to name my girl Hailey.
Oh,
Okay?
sweet.
But I had an angel with me, my grandmother, Lucy. And when I gave birth, I named her Lucy. So Hailey Dean will always be forever in the pages of my books and in this beautiful angel.
Aww.
Love seeing
Very.
So, you know, God did do it.
No, but it's true. The friendship and the relationship you guys have, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's
amazing.
real, and it shows.
You do such a great job.
And our
with
kids
this.
will have to
You do a
meet
great
at
job
some
with it,
point.
too.
Not a word about babies.
I know, right?
Don't tell them yet. Don't tell them. They're not old enough, right, Nancy?
conversation.
Thank you both for being here. Oh, we love having you, that's for
man.
sure. Don't miss Kelly and another fun cameo from Nancy in this Sunday's premiere of Hailey Dean, Death on Duty at 9 p.m. 8 Central at Hallmark Movies and Mysteries. We've got the crowd freaking out. They love it.